It's a great day here at KEKFILA's YouTube channel. I am the KEKFILA, and today I have a special video. This is actually round one of the July 15th. I believe it's a regional for PLAYTCG, and I have for the second time ever, someone commentating with me, Vampire Gaming. Thank you. Say hello, Vampire.
Oh, hi. It's an honor.
Is
Pleasure
it
to be here.
is it Vampire or Vampire? I don't really.
No, it's actually Vampire. Yeah, I go
Okay.
by Vampire just because, but yeah, it's technically actually Vampire, but it's kind of like the Taylor Lautner situation. Like everybody said his name wrong and he didn't take the time to correct him, so here we are.
Here we are. Okay. Okay. Sweet. So I'm going against Law. You were gonna play Ace this tournament, but what do you have any experience with Doflamingo or Law? Like either way, like playing as them?
Well, when I was playing Zoro and OPO2, like my locals was like stacked with Dofi, so I've got a solid experience playing against Dofi. Like when the gym bays were like very hot and everything, like everybody at my locals was playing Dofi. And then Law, I played Law in OPO1 for a little bit just because it was like I come from Yu-Gi-Oh, so it was like the closest thing to actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay. Yeah. And you know this is not a very good matchup for me. But I believe I won the die roll and I forced him to go first. And he just plays a Nami, gets a chopper, and then I decide not to play anything on my turn 2. And he swings 6. I give him a 2K. And he plays 2 blockers, take that. So the match is going by pretty fast. And I decided to pay 4. I was debating on what to play here, because I think it was between a Boa Hancock and a Gecko Moria Vanilla. And so I played the Gecko Moria Vanilla. I just felt like if it turns rested, he has to invest too much to kill it. Right?
Right. I think that's really strong on your end. Just because like it is, he would have to commit Dawn to actually try to get rid of it, and it'd be so easy for you to just get out of it. And he wants to do the shambles probably this turn, so
yeah. He does whiff with Bonnie, unfortunately. Right? He places Otama just as a body. Swings 5. Shambles. Does a Zoro. Gives me something to attack. Kind of a mistake here. I think giving me something to attack is like too easy, to be honest.
Yeah, he does have the Bonnie though, which is probably gonna get slammed down either.
Yeah, but he could have he could have just kept it standing as a Zoro or replay I don't know, anything. I don't know.
That's true.
But having that to me to attack it, like I'm only gonna attack that and try to outvalue him, right? So
for sure. And they usually don't like the combo early just because they want to keep those cards in their hands so that way they can like continue to build out their board. And you bring out that other 4/6, too strong.
Yeah, I just upped these to 4 of in my deck. And in OPO2 I didn't run 4 because I thought the deck was a little too tight, but now I run 4 because even playing them vanilla, it's pretty good.
I probably would have played the Bonnie there. I don't know what does he play? Because like I doubt he's playing Vista. I guess he wants to swing on it. That's fair.
He wants to get rid of it, but I'm gonna give him a 2K counter. He's actually swinging 6 at it.
That I wouldn't block. Yeah, that was with the block. I guess because he can bounce it back, but like
no, his plan is actually so he jet pistols the other one.
Okay.
And he ends up paying 2 to restand it.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the thing is, I think he should just swing one more time. Like if he swings one more time at that, like that dies, and he has 2 blockers to defend his Law.
That's true. Yeah,
like this was just a straight up mistake. Like I literally should have been like at a deficit here because he has 2 blockers. What the fuck am I gonna do? Like attack his Law for 6? He's gonna block it. Right? I can't swing at it for 12. His hand is really limited. Like he didn't play the Bonnie to like plus again, which probably would have been pretty juice instead. But
yeah, I mean if I whiffed, I probably would have been a little scared too, though.
Yeah, but it's how the deck goes. You play a Nami, you see no Straw Hats. You play a Bonnie, you see no Supernovas. It's gonna happen, but you know I have no sympathy for Law players, so and I'm glad you.
I probably would have went for the Bonnie over the Otama, especially since he didn't do the reswing like you said.
Yeah,
especially with just Chopper and Beiji, like he was living.
You know the great part about this too, I think I just swung 8 I swung 6 and 8, and I kept 4 Dawn up for 2 Love Mellows.
Amazing.
So I think I have 5 cards in hand though. So, or maybe I have 4. So Love Mellow is doing its thing.
I really wish Law still played like Vista, just because like this guy got so much value out of the Otama. Like I obviously didn't utilize it properly, but being able to play, because there's so many instances where I'm just like, I wish I had an Otama.
Well, why did they took Vista out of their deck basically, right? What
right?
What did they put in? I forget.
I feel like he just got like, because they didn't replace it with Marco either. Like I've seen like a couple people play, but I don't think you should play Marco. Like,
no, you shouldn't play that. No,
you just don't have events. So,
Kevin say in the chat, dang, what are they playing now that it's not?
I feel like it's probably like Brook or Zoro, like the
They definitely, there's some player playing Film Zoro, but he misses with Bonnie, and I think he flickers. He decides to, I think, flicker a Nami. By the way, the previous try I did use both Love Mellows. I had to like overguard one so I can draw an extra card. He plays a chopper over his Nami as well. But
when you did that, did you like really want the card that you were drawing, or?
Yeah, I mean, I might as well. Like, what's the difference between me using a 1K and a Love Mellow and drawing another 1K? You know, that's like, does that? Oh, I'm gonna pause real quick. Does that make sense though? So, if I have 5 cards in hand and he's swinging at my guy for 7, like I only need the Love Mellow to guard out, right? But I really want the draw a card anyway. I want to dig deeper. That's my issue. I want to dig deeper. So the 1K is basically making up for the card I'm drawing. So I'm basically breaking even with that. And I just want to dig deeper. That's my goal. So it ends up being even, but I dig deeper, which is like it's a plus for me, because I really want to dig deeper in my deck to see more Love Mellows, more 3000 Worlds, things like that.
I got you. You know, my biggest thing for blue is I just like, because like the Dofi and the Pero, I don't love, I'm big on Heart of the Cards, and it just comes through for me. But like, if you know what's coming, like, I just don't like that feeling.
Like I passed with 1 Dawn because I had nothing else I was doing. So
yeah, I actually was like here for this part, and I was like, oh wow, I was like, he's really got like not a lot going on for him.
Yeah, he does get the
blocker law. Yeah,
as one does,
as you should. I saw you bottom deck some of those today too.
Like another game that went way too well. Like I curved out to bottom decking 3, and actually it was a very close game. So extremely close game. He swings 7 on that. I think he automated it. So
yeah, I was like, that would make sense. I mean, there's nothing else really.
Places the blocker, places back down the Bonnie, because why not, I guess. And that's it. He leaves with 2 Dawn open. I think he has a few cards in hand, but like he still has 3 blockers.
I feel like I probably would have just Bonnied. I mean, keep one of your attacks off of me. He's got 2 life.
He's got 2 life, yeah. He's got 2 life. Oh yeah, you could just Bonnie it again, but like I'm attacking that Bonnie. I'm throwing everything into that Bonnie.
Oh, for sure. But like, it keeps an attack off of you.
I think he wants me to attack his. I think he wants me to attack his life. So
that's fair.
Like, that makes sense. So I stack my deck in the appropriate way. I decide to then bottom deck after I stacked it the way I wanted to.
And I guess he's not playing against red, because obviously I would just Marco that into oblivion. Like, that would have been the worst move. You could just play Bonnie and not get.
Yeah, but against me, I don't have like bullshit.
Right. Yeah. Not 3000 Worlds, the Bonnie.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought of it, but like, just do the law. It's pretty sad now I get to the point where I get on my phone here. So, I mean,
yeah, honestly, like really, when I watched this game, you were just in such a solid. I was like, well, you just kept like emptying their board. And then you had the Mihawk, which Mihawk is just like, if you can establish him, it's just very good. He's a strong swinger, especially against Law. Like, they can't really out it.
I don't understand how a lot of builds have ended up going more mid-range, right? And when it comes to builds going so mid-range, right? Like it makes my deck so much better. Like, I can actually play a Mihawk. Against my other.
I mean,
my other law matchup, he went like he actually attacked me quite aggressively, and I felt so crappy to play a second Mihawk, right? But
honestly, out of all of the decks, I feel like blue probably has overall the best law match, because like law's biggest thing is going aggro, but at the same time blue is such control, so it's like they want board, but like red can pop, but you just really have it.
And he's putting me in a weird spot. I gave him a 2k counter for that. He could
the Luffy, but like you had 4 life, you still have 4 life, he's got 1.
At some point he has to switch to killing me, but I'm just gonna kill him the next turn, like. You know?
Right, it's very easy too, like in law, because like you can just get like 4 swings in 1 turn easy, and then just do it again.
These blockers just turn into attackers too, you know. So
underrated. Yeah, I mean, I see that with, especially with like Kuma. Like I've been swung on with the blocker Kuma a lot. I'm like, and you were swinging with the boa at times, and it pretty much does the same thing. They're probably going to swing it to out it, so it's still doing its job as a blocker.
I think I go for the game here. No, I think I still attack board because I didn't want to deal with the one. He has 1 done open, which is
going annoying. 8 at Luffy. I'm assuming
8 at Luffy. He lets it die, right? So, but I could have
swing on the law with.
I could have went for game there. I had enough bodies to do it. I thought about it.
You know what though? Like if you know you're not going to lose the next turn, it's always safe to just play it another turn and you put yourself in the better position, because sometimes they just have it.
But sometimes it's a game of math. They have 1 blocker. They only have 3 cards in hand, right?
Right.
You have this many bodies. Even if you lose, like I could swing 5s only and win. You know, that's basically my thought, right? If it's that easy. So I could have done that, but you're right. I decided not to because I was just winning this hard. So, and I have no quarrel of just trying to beat law. So
yeah, I mean, I want to say in our game the other day, like there was a point where I was like, I could push, but I was like, I don't lose next turn. So like, and I'll be in a better position. And like, it's like guaranteed at that point. Also, I remember him minusing this Mihawk, and I just felt like there might have been better things, especially just in his position, because like,
because he just has to block it. You know, 1 blocker equals a 9k attack, essentially, right? Because you could just do that to the boa and then swing the Dan. It's a hard. He's in an impossible situation.
He's probably thinking if he's
already in an impossible situation here, right? Where I have a love mellow behind. I have blockers. Nothing's dying.
Right. I mean, if you want to keep the Mihawk, you're keeping unless he has jet pistol. So like when he did that, I thought that was odd, especially like, okay, he had the jet pistol.
Yeah, he searched it, and I just kind of forgot. I was like, oh, whoops.
I think I remember you're like, oh yeah, he sure did have that. Like, after you like countered out,
and this is where I just mathed it out and went, if I just go 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, I win. So. Yeah, ending the game with 4 life that's a Doflamingo thing, right?
Oh, for sure. And like honestly, that's one of my favorite things about Ace is like, like if you have like 3 or 4 life, I could potentially like take it all in 1 turn too and just win. Like, you can feel like you're ahead, but the next thing you know, you're like, oh,
yeah. So he blocks it. I swing 6. And then
that's 5. How you know it. Like when he blocks a 6, like I mean,
and then 5 again. I have 5 down left over. Yeah, it's GG's. That's basically it. I had 3,000 worlds and a couple 1K counters there in my life. So I mean, I don't know if there's a lesson to be learned here, but main thing is, I think make it annoying for law. Making law go first is actually probably a good strategy now. And just figuring that out. Let's go.
Honestly, in anything, I don't hate going second. And so, like, I lose dice rolls a lot. And so I'm usually always going second anyway. So, like, sometimes I'm just like, I get an extra card. Like, I might as well go second. Unless it's like Zoro. Yeah. Like, I really want to go first.
Depends on the value. But yeah. Hey, thanks for coming out with me and commentating one game. Where can we find your content, brother?
Oh, man. You can just find me if you just on YouTube. Just look up Vamp TCG. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll make sure to leave at least your Twitter in the description. But
what a king! What a king! Thanks for having me, and congrats again. What you get? 23rd. 23rd. That's
right,
huge.
And I think Doflamingo is very good. This is like one of the first tournaments to OPO3, and I'm 100% gonna be rocking all OPO3. So, come at me. So it should be good. All right, I'm gonna end the video now. Thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.